Amen. I be on the block on my side. Run it in the house for it's 12 o'clock. Yeah, the hood love me, but you gotta watch. Amen. Amen. I just three, I don't do sleep. Yeah, tryna see UV. Yeah, we gon' fall through, coming through deep. Amen. Amen. Yeah, packed it from the south, moved it to the west. Iced the logo on the cross, threw it on my neck. Yeah, when I rep the set, gotta stay blessed. Yeah. Amen. With my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Jameis Winston's Buccaneers going up against Stafford's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Minnesota Vikings. To the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They go play action. Winston. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Stafford on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So out come the Bucs now. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
And they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Jameis now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down following the run. Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They go play action here on first down. Room to run inside the 40. And he finds a man with a crossing route. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They run it again with Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they get their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Throwing, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A 1st down throw for Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's got some space here.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd and 10 here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On 1st and 10, Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Big 20, big 20. Big 20, big 20.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Steps away to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play fake. Winston. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Stone. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Play action. Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is knocked down from the side. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Stafford here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to fire one deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some space here. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Vikings. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease board? And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a Good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They start the drive with Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on second down is Stafford. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Cook. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Again, it's Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Now it's Stafford.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 7 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Shift together here from the D-line. Off of play action, here's Stafford. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. To throw on 2nd down. Stafford, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Stafford. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Open man has got one. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Ready? Big 20.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And Diggs has it. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Stafford looks to throw again. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the... And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Jameis now on first down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Winston here to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.